My husband was the perfect man, but I was the one who cheated. He forgave me for getting pregnant with another man's child, and he cared for me meticulously throughout the pregnancy. But when the baby was 7 months along, it was diagnosed with severe deformities. I went home to investigate, only to discover that he had swapped my prenatal vitamins, and that he was the one who had orchestrated sending me to another man's bed. When his plot was exposed, he pushed me down the stairs, killing both me and my unborn child. As I lay dying, he told me, if you hadn't stopped me from getting on that bus, Wen Ying would never have broken up with me, and she would have never been in that plane crash. You killed her, so you can repay the debt with your love and your child. I died, consumed by hatred. When I opened my eyes again, I was sitting in a classroom. I had been reborn into my senior year of high school, the year Aiden and Olivia started dating. Tap, tap, a soft rap on my desk. A love letter was slid in front of me. I looked up and saw Aiden from the building next door. Ahem. He looked a little embarrassed, lowering his voice. Can you give this to Olivia for me? When I didn't say anything, he frowned. It's just a small favor. We grew up together. You're not going to say no, are you? I'll buy you dinner next time, I promise. He always used our childhood friendship to guilt trip me. Our families lived across the street from each other, and when we were kids, he'd drag me along to take the blame for his mischief because the adults never had the heart to punish a little girl. As we got older, he copied my homework and used my notes. Luckily, our parents signed us up for the same tutoring classes, so his grades were still decent, somewhere in the upper middle range. But this semester, he'd fallen for the new transfer student, Olivia, and his grades had plummeted. I can't help you with this, I said, pushing the letter back. Aiden's face went cold. What is your problem? Olivia is your friend too. What's the big deal? You know how strict my mom is. If she finds out I'm writing letters to Olivia, she'll definitely have a talk with her. Aiden's mom was also a teacher. My teacher, in fact. She already had a bad impression of Olivia, who was a poor student and was dead set against Aiden having a high school romance. Aiden had never been patient with me. He started getting nasty. Even if you have a crush on me, I'll never like you back. Don't you get it? The ugly duckling and the swan just don't compare. So, he knew all along that I liked him. His constant requests for me to pass his love letters, to organize his notes, and to let him copy my homework weren't based on our childhood friendship. They were based on my crush on him, which he felt entitled to exploit. A bitter taste filled my mouth. I shook my head and said softly, it's not that I won't help you. It's that she hasn't been in class for the past 2 days. What do you mean she's not here again? You're supposed to be good friends. Didn't you even go check on her? Aiden sounded worried, his tone laced with accusation. I almost laughed. She just transferred here. We're not that close, I explained. I don't know where she lives. Aiden bought it and took back the letter. I know how to find her house. He left without another word, not even an apology. Watching his tall, handsome back disappear down the hall, I felt a strange sense of detachment and irony. How could my younger self have ever thought this boy was the moon and the stars? Reborn, I decided I would no longer be the bridge for their love story. I had my own path to walk. That path was to ace my SATs, get into Yale, and make up for the regrets of my past life. Olivia often skipped class, showed up late, and left early, not because she was sick, but because her stepfather was abusive. He would often lock her in the house when her mother wasn't home. In my past life, I listened to Aiden and went to Olivia's house to find her. I walked in on her stepfather trying to assault her. I used a broom to fight him off, falling in the process. But once Olivia was free, she ran out of the house and locked the door behind her, leaving me trapped inside with him. That day, I was pinned down by her stepfather. Though he didn't succeed in doing the worst, the incident left me with a lifetime of psychological trauma. Later, Olivia came to me, crying and apologizing, and Aiden just told me to be the bigger person and forgive her. So this time, I'd let Aiden go, save his own damsel in distress. The next day, I was called into the office. Aiden had been hospitalized. He had snuck